Yo, what's up everyone? Kamusta sa inyong lahat mga kapitbahay at mga kaibigan? I was actually planning to post a different video, a theory video about Camellya. However, I think today's video will have to take precedence. Mainly because I would like to address the drama that is boiling within the Wuthering Waves community between content creators such as Foxhole, Saint Tontes, Itama, Captain Cabinets, and Kasahana. Because to be honest with you, this whole thing, it's kind of embarrassing and it just gives fuel to those Wuthering Waves haters out there to really just further lambast the community. And I could just imagine, oh, you know what? Like Wuthering Waves is so bad, their content creators are actually fighting each other. Okay? So I just want to address this. But most of all, I want to add context, and at the same time, I want some of these content creators to take responsibility as well for what happened here. Take accountability as well. Because what is happening now here is certain content creators is portraying themselves as a victim. But come on, let's not fuck around anymore. Let's not fool ourselves let's not patronize ourselves. You guys are not victims. You guys all have a part to play in how this drama played out. And this is what I just want to point out, okay? So please bear with me as I try to collect my thoughts and explain what is really going on with this drama. So let's start it off first with Foxhole. Okay, I've known Foxhole, I would say about a month now. Okay, I've seen his live streams. I've watched his videos. He seems to be an okay guy. He seems to have like good opinions, good points. Maybe not popular, maybe unconventional, but I do like his content. His thoughts, I do appreciate them, I do enjoy them, and at times I even admire them. But for this video, Foxhole, I would have to say that I am not gonna defend you, buddy. And you know this. We've talked about this. I am going to make a video. It may not necessarily put you in a positive light, okay? Because I also want to be very impartial. And knowing you, Foxhole, you're a very objective guy. So I think you can handle this, like whatever it is that I'm gonna say. And I am going to try my best to deliver it in a way that is very diplomatic, that is not hurtful. I'm not gonna, resort to like hurtful language. I'm gonna be very choosy in how I'm going to address this. We are not young anymore. Foxhole and I were like more senior in terms of the overall community. So I think you can handle it. You're also a government employee, so you're fine. I used to be a government employee in Canada as well. So like we've had like professional experiences already. So we're gonna be good, okay? But I must let you know, this is not a condonation. In some ways, there are some condemnation that I have to say, pointing at you, calling you out in some cases. But here's the thing. While you do have like great points, great valid points, the problem is sometimes, like you allow your emotions, take over at times, and I've told you this before, so you know what I mean. And that is where the problem is. You tend to be very over exuberant, very passionate, and that's nice. But sometimes you don't deliver the message in a way that is easier for certain people to digest, and it comes off as an attack, okay? So I would say that your intentions were good, because I know what you want to do, what you want to say. And this is the message, really. The whole thing about revenue, that's just later on, to be honest. Like that's just what do you call this? Like the trigger that really catalyzed everything. But even before then, Foxhole has had an issue with one thing. And let me tell you this to you guys. one thing and one thing on only. It's the positive toxicity that is happening in the Wuthering Waves community. And yes, he threw shade on content creators. Mainly, I would say most of the time, like I would hear Kasahana, but most of the time, really, like 90% of the time, it's towards Saint Tontes. Now, the reason why he is throwing shade at these people is because he doesn't appreciate, some of the points that they've given, and it's particularly on points wherein some of these content creators they glaze over Wuthering Waves, but they take shots at Genshin Impact. Basically, these content creators for Wuthering Waves, they glaze over Wuthering Waves and attack Genshin Impact just to get their points across. So with Fox, the way he sees it, why don't we just appreciate both games? Because the truth is, Wuthering Waves right now, where it is right now, is not a Genshin killer. Let me remind you guys, Wuthering Waves is not a Genshin killer. If you really think about it, Wuthering Waves is not intended right now to be a Genshin killer. So why can't we just appreciate both games, whatever similarities or differences that they have? Why can't we just appreciate them and play them together? Me, I play both games. I don't create content about Genshin Impact anymore, but I still play Genshin Impact. Me and my daughter, we play Genshin Impact. Once in a while, I will put out a video out there for Genshin Impact. But right now, the game of the moment for me, the one that I like making content about, is Wuthering Waves. Nothing wrong with that. Why can't we enjoy both games? Why can't we just, appreciate Wuthering Waves without attacking Hoyoverse, their products, including Genshin Impact, right? And that's, for me personally, I do like that argument from Fox. Now, everything came to a head when Foxhole saw this video from Saint Tontes calling the gacha revenue, which we know is based off of Sensory Tower or Sensor Tower's report. Saint Tontes basically said it's a scam. Gacha revenue and Sensor Tower is both a scam. Okay. Now, what happened here is that Fox does not believe that although both of them believe that the report is not accurate, Fox doesn't want to say that it is indeed a scam, because the truth is, and I have to agree with him, whatever is in the Sensory Tower report, even though it's incomplete, even though it's not accurate, is a good indicator, is a good trend indicator. Okay, so I agree with that one, and he made a lot of good points. However, he didn't like the fact that since Saint Tontes called it a scam, he basically told that the guy collecting that data and gathering them and analyzing them and putting them together on Reddit or on Gacha Revenue is basically also a scammer. He tried contacting the guy named Numberlock. Okay, that's what he did. Numberlock did not respond, but he also posted that video out in order to emphasize that, okay, this is not really a scam. It's still useful because it's an indicator of the trends, and the trends are saying right now that Wuthering Waves is in a good position. And let's face it, like, Wuthering Waves is not gonna share the revenue report on a site like Sensor Tower. Okay, even Genshin Impact or Celeste Zone Zero or Honkai Star Rail, they're not gonna share this info just like that to, hey, look, here's our revenue data. These information are reserved only for investors and the government. Okay, so we cannot just say, okay, these are accurate numbers. It's impossible that these are the accurate numbers. But it's not a scam. I feel that we shouldn't just call it as a scam. And he made good arguments about it being a good trend indicator for the game. And the game is in a good spot. That's basically what it is. However, the way he delivered it appears like it was an attack, and it left a bad taste on Saint Tontes' community, obviously, and also with some of the other content creators that are involved in this drama. Fox tried to reach out. I believe that Saint Tontes' moderators or mods in his Discord tried to reach out to Fox. Fox tried to communicate with them as well, but nothing was resolved, as far as I know, because he showed us the transcript of the Discord discussion and nothing was resolved. And then we have Itama. Okay, so Itama posted a video calling Foxhole the biggest hypocrite in Wuthering Waves, in the Wuthering Waves community, among content creators. So of course, Foxhole got offended. Obviously, right? Because to be honest with you, like that video before it got copyright struck, and I believe it's now retained. Foxhole retracted the copyright strike. That video, to me personally, number one, it's a personal attack. He's not just attacking Foxhole's point of view. He is basically attacking Foxhole as a person. Now, I'm okay. And I told this to Pixel Tree as well, because I also shared with him the context behind all of this, how it really started. Sure, you can claim that Foxhole has, some kind of grudge with Saint Tontes, but never, as far as I know, based on what I've seen, I've never seen Foxhole personally attacking Saint Tontes on his video. Maybe I'm just not paying attention that much, but I've never seen or I've never heard him actually attack Saint Tontes as a person. It wasn't personal. It wasn't a personal attack. It was just his opinion differs with Foxhole's opinion, and I believe he kept it that way, right? Okay. Now I've seen the Twitch video from VXV, and yeah, I was actually in that live stream as well. Okay, and I heard that part wherein where Fox said if he wanted to blow up, get like 15,000 or something views, all he has to do is call Saint Tontes a moron or something. Okay, and I understand that is a personal attack. However, he didn't do that though. He just implied that if I want to get, sure, it might be his personal thoughts at the moment. He's really emotional when he did that, but still, it doesn't give him any excuses, right? The only thing that bothers me is with that, like, regardless of what the context is or what the situation is during that specific time when he, what his mindset is, during when he said that during the live stream, okay. It still doesn't justify other people, other content creators to do the same thing. Because with regards to Itama, he actually did it. He actually personally attacked Fox. Fox only implied that if he wanted 15,000, all he has to do is make a video, call Saint Tontes a moron, right? But he didn't do it. That's the thing, he didn't do it. And I must say, it was wrong for Fox to actually say it out loud like that. Even I was shocked at that time when he said it. Like, okay, wait. Can we filter that out and then, censor that part? Add the beep sound to it on top of it. But no, this was live. This was live YouTube at the time. Fire cannot fight fire. Okay? So if he did that, it doesn't justify other content creators to do the same to him, because you're basically just adding more fuel to this fire, in my opinion. That's my opinion. Not defending Fox. I know what he did was wrong. It was shocking, but at the same time, I told him, like, you could have probably said it in a better way, But with Itama, my issue with the video from Itama is that it was very personal. If you watch the video once again, attacking saying that Foxhole was a hypocrite, there are words there. You know, what is that? Like, this is scum of the earth or something? Let me go back to his video. Okay. Just the thumbnail alone already says insane hypocrite, right? That is a personal strike, a personal attack on another human being. You may not agree with their content, you may not agree with their opinion, but you need to keep it within the confines of those topics, not go outside and make it a personal attack. At least from my point of view, I'm not sure about other content creators, what their views are, but for me, the thumbnail alone, insane hypocrite. Okay? And this is a grown man. Foxhole is not like a 20, he's not a teenager. The guy has kids, he has a family, he has a steady job. You cannot just call him an insane hypocrite. Okay? Even I will get offended if I get called insane hypocrite. I have 2 kids. I'm a breadwinner. I bring, I provide for my family. Why will you call me an insane hypocrite simply because you do not agree with my content or with my videos, with my opinions, right? So anyway, another thing I just had to point out. Itama also called him a effing pest. This guy is an effing pest. Okay, that is personal. Now, Itama also mentioned he does not condone bullying or harassment. And yet, like, what I've seen from that video from Itama is just bullying and harassment, because you are not just only disagreeing with Foxhole's opinions about certain topics, certain matters, but you're really just really friggin', telling him you're a scum of the planet. You're a pest. Now, why is he calling Foxhole an insane hypocrite, a pest? Okay, because Foxhole apparently posted a couple of videos that involved leaks. Foxhole decided he wants to look into Camellya's kit, or like anyone. I mean, come on, let's not lie. We've looked at the leaked information. I looked at it. A lot of content creators did the same thing. We looked at it. We want to know what should we invest money in and resources and time into this character. So it's only natural for him to do that. He also made calculations just to see how much damage Camellya could do, and that's fine. I still do not put Foxhole in the category of a pure leaker. I mean, we've seen, now we have like weekly recaps of leaks from certain leak content channel right now. Those ones are leakers. They basically add no context. They add no additional value into the leaks, except just here's a video of how Camellya will do her E-skill. Here's a photo of the next event. Here's the photo of what's the name of that character from who's coming out in 2.0. We now have photos of that character who is supposed to come in 2.0, and we don't even have 1.4 yet. And yet here we are. We have channels who are just really focused into spreading leaks out there without any additional value, without any additional context. Just here you go. Here's a video of Camellya's idol animations. Now those are leaks. They do not add anything to it. Okay. Now I've looked at Foxhole's entire catalog, and I must say, like, I won't categorize him as a leaker. I won't. Yeah, he had some contents that crossed into leak territory, but I won't put him as a pure leaker. In terms of leaking, I would say like I probably posted more leaks, but I'm just misinformed. And now I'm switching away. I'm trying to move away from leaks because it's not sustainable. It's not the right thing to do. And I'm willing to work with Gur Games in order to make that happen. Okay? But Foxhole, except for a couple of videos, yeah, sure. Like I'm not gonna really categorize him as a leaker. There are other channels out there that the whole purpose of their existence, their channel's existence, is to spread leaks, to spread misinformation, and that's it. And the funny thing is, YouTube itself, the algorithm, keeps pushing these types of content to people. Okay? For example, like me, I haven't looked at YouTube leaks in over a month. If I wanted leaks, all you have to do is type it on Google or go to Reddit. You'd find them there. They're there, right? And then all of a sudden, I saw a weekly recap of leaks, right? Oh my god! You know what I did? I reported it. Okay, this is too much. Just plain leaks, collection of the leaks for that entire week, and that's it. It's terrible, I know, but the point here is leaks are everywhere. You cannot avoid them. YouTube will randomly push leaks. If you know what, if Puro Games wants to stop leaks on YouTube, all they have to do is request YouTube to basically ban the word leak anywhere, you know. But it's impossible because you have videos for leaky faucets that uses the word leak. You can't. However, for some reason, the algorithm loves leaks and pushes them out to everyone, including content creators. As for Itama, what I just want to say is, and I'm trying to be impartial here. Both of you guys like did something really stupid here. Number one, Itama. I'll do Itama first. Itama. You know, like the video for me, it sounded like it is cyberbullying. It is. It's borderline harassment already. And you're not just disagreeing with Foxhole's opinion, but you are basically attacking him as a person. Calling him a pest? And come on. And even though Fox did give out some choice words, pointing at the Saint Tontes, I don't think that you engaging in something similar targeted towards him is actually gonna resolve anything. Instead, it just made it even worse, right? So for me, if ever Itama is trying to portray himself as a victim, no, you know, like both of you guys acted at a moment of strong emotions. You were unable to control yourselves, right? That's what happened here. Both of you guys had a moment of a very strong emotional moment and basically just ranted, you know, like just threw out whatever hate you have in your hearts when you made these videos. The sad thing is, your comments on the VXV live stream, they were very spicy. A lot of them are just really, you know, disheartening. I know it was a bad moment, and yeah, you know, some people called it like an unmasking of Fox, but you know, like people had an emotional moment. Everybody, and it happens. I understand, right? But then again, there was a time when, okay, how should we approach this? This should have been analyzed first, you know, before you actually posted it. Like, should I go attacking him personally because he attacked Tontes personally? He got unmasked and blah 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 blah. Yeah, but it didn't happen. A lot of choice, very very spicy words were thrown out during the live stream on the Discord server for VXV. So I'm just saying, you know, like we could have allowed logic. You know, we could have been, you know, calmer, more logical in how this was approached, but it wasn't. It was just people becoming very emotional, allowing their emotional to win out. You know who did great here? Saint Tontes. Saint Tontes really did well in handling the situation. At least when this was unraveling, he kept quiet. Yeah, he posted something on the live stream on Twitch, He mentioned, I think he mentioned something about unmasking, right? But he did not. He didn't address it. Didn't reply to it. Didn't bother matching the emotional intensity of Fox. So you know what? Like I admire you, man. Like Santos, like that. That's great. You know, 'Cause what's the point? What's the point of all of it? Like fighting fire with fire, and that's not gonna work, right? You might. In fact, like it was better to just ignore, right? And I'm not saying that you shouldn't address because you should. You have every right to do so, and that's fine, right? It's just that we allowed emotion to take over the content, and when you allow emotion to take over the content, effed up. Everything's effed up. Shit will hit the fan. What I'm trying to say is also take accountability. Like, don't act like you're the victim. That is the worst thing. That is probably the thing that I hated the most. When somebody acts like, oh, I'm a victim. I'm the victim here. No, you had a part to play. As for Foxhole, here's the thing. Foxhole needs to really control his emotions. He needs to, tone down with the rants, and he's trying to do that right now. Okay, I'll give him that. Hopefully it stays that way, because there are moments during the live stream wherein I'm just like, okay, when is this rambling gonna end? Because every live stream is like the same already. Like it's the same people, same issues and stuff. Okay, so yeah, just tone it down a little bit and like post content that people won't perceive as an attack on other content creators. Because I also agree with Itama. Like you don't need to attack other content creators. You don't need to throw shade at other content creators. It's fun for a few minutes, but if it's been like that's the trend of the content, okay, there's something wrong here as well. So, okay, so both of you guys, all I'm asking, just take accountability and fix this. Whatever beef that you guys have, whatever issues you guys have, just fix it. Now, also, Itama, like you have to also understand that people are, even content creators, we're not perfect. We're just human, right? We also make mistakes, and we are also allowed to change, right? So, if for example, Foxhole made some contents about leaks, is he not allowed to change his point of view? Is he not allowed to support Kuru Games initiative to eliminate leaks? Can he not switch over to non-leak content? Same with me. Like that's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to move away from leak content. I am, and I'm trying to switch into more of an opinion-based content right now. So let's give content creators a chance. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt once in a while. Maybe some of the leakers right now, like the pure leakers, I'm not gonna name names, but there are a lot of these channels whose purpose is just to leak, really leak, hardcore leak. Just the other day I saw a weekly recap of leaks. Oh my god, what's going on here? Like they think leaks could, like our news articles now. So, but who knows? Like maybe one of them will switch over to something else after realizing that what they're doing is wrong. Same with me. I think that leaking information without the proper context is just that's not the way to go forward with this. But I do believe that both of you had a role in this mess, and if you guys talked it over, like that's good, that's great. But what is happening right now is other content creators, for example, like what's her name, Captain Cabinets, who else are now involved because they also posted content about this drama. So what are we gonna do, right? What are we gonna do in order for all of us to regain a level of peace, a level of harmony? Or are we just gonna allow conflict to just reign over Wuthering Waves? Because it is embarrassing. The haters, this is fuel for the fire for them. Like I could just see it now. In a week's time, content creators of Wuthering Waves are fighting each other. That's how terrible the game is. and they're like only 5 months old since launch, and already the content creators are fighting each other. They have drama already. Embarrassing. What you guys are doing is just simply embarrassing. It's an embarrassment to the entire community. I'll be honest. That's how I feel. You guys may have differing opinions, but you could keep those opinions within the confines of the opinions itself. Do not cross over into personal attacks. Do not cross over into, like every video is just a rebuttal of someone else's content. Let's have some level of civility here, okay? And then the next thing you know, one of the biggest gotcha content creators picks this up and makes, it steers the pot even more. And next thing you know, it's out of control, right? So I'm hoping that both of you guys, you guys are grown men, try to settle this, try to fix this, try to appease both of your communities, try to, work together instead of further adding more fuel to the flame, to the fire. Because I have a feeling if this really goes out of hand, we are in for what is the right word? The shit will hit the fan. And now, I saw Pixel Tree just commenting on this whole situation, and I explained to him same thing that I explained here. Both of them have something to do with what happened, and I explained to them why Fox is what he is. He's very passionate, but he also has certain opinions about placing over Wuthering Waves because it's not a perfect game, not yet. It's not gonna be a Genshin killer. What he doesn't like here is the fact that some people are comparing Wuthering Waves with Genshin, and some people are claiming that Wuthering Waves is the Genshin killer. No, it's not. Let's just enjoy both games. Their differences, their nuances, their similarities. Let's just enjoy them. That's where this all started. The problem is with the Fox is he expressed it in a way wherein it feels like it's an attack, right? And then now you have Itama, and Itama, I think you're a great guy. You're a nice guy, but please, you also had a part to play here. You also attacked Foxhole in a personal manner, right? Like I said, it's one way to disagree with their point of view. You even have to say something about this guy created all of these thumbnails using AI, blah 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 blah. I don't care. AI is everywhere, right? If to be honest with you, if there's an AI tool that I can use to create my thumbnails, I would use it. Because my God, that thing it uses up at least an hour and a half of my day to make a thumbnail that I think would appeal to people. To be honest with you, if there's a tool out there, if it's free, give it to me. I'm gonna use it because thumbnails, I don't have 12 hours to work on a video and a thumbnail. I also have a day job. If a tool is out there that can help me develop a thumbnail quickly, I would use it. But don't use that as a talking point in your attacks. Keep it within the confines of your opinions. Let's not go into the personal space. Calling names. That to me is distasteful. Also, I have to agree with Pixel Tree's reaction video on this matter. Fox, you really don't need to use a copyright strike for that. It's just not right. I agree. You posted your opinions, and somebody picked it up. They posted their counter opinions, regardless of how bad it is, how terrible it is that they called you terrible names, and let's not use the copyright tools of YouTube in order to, what is the right word? To push our agenda, I would say. So, I agree with Pixel 3 on that matter. It's not necessary to take on that thing. Especially, I believe that my understanding is you're not gonna respond to it anymore. Even with the Saint Tontes, you're not gonna, because you apologized or made an apology video already. That's why I'm okay, what the heck is going on right now? But things happen. it is what it is. I'm just hoping that, and I know, like, I believe Fox already retracted the copyright strike. I'm not sure if Itama will still continue making videos to attack Fox, but Fox already issued his apology to the community and to the content creators involved, including Kasahana and what's the name, saying Tontes. So that's a step towards the right direction. I think let's start healing. Tell our friends, our other content creator friends, to just freaking stop and not add any more fuel to the fire. That's all I'm asking. Also, like this one here, I'm not adding any fuel to the fire. I'm just trying to really just be objective and like tell you guys, like, you guys have to put an effort into this. And if the VXB community and the iThomas community, like he has friends in his community who are also content creators, like, guys, like, chill. Let's not add further fuel to this fire. And same with us here. Like, I'm not attacking Itama. No, I'm condemning both of you guys and asking you guys to put in a solution so that this doesn't boil, doesn't hit the fan, as I've said earlier. Anyways, I hope I was able to express myself clearly here. I'm not defending Foxhole. I'm not condemning Itama. Both of them. I'm condemning both of them. I do not condone both of their actions. And Foxhole, like, we've talked about this. You know that I will, criticize this situation, this whole drama. And I've spoken to members of my community and members of his community. Like, we've agreed. I think this is the best way to go forward with this, in hopes that we could at least find some peace. Reach out, both of you guys. Talk it over, because this could blow up, and it could blow up in your faces. That's all I'm saying. And for other content creators, like, do not just judge this video simply because you probably heard a condemnation, or I'm sorry, a condemnation of Itama or a condemnation of Fox. No, both of them, they had a role to play. They have to take, both of them have to take responsibility, both of them have to take accountability, and both of them have to fix this together before this thing turns into a huge embarrassment. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna stop talking. It's been 30 minutes. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Please leave your comments out on the comments section. But you know what? Like, don't attack me. Enlighten me instead. Like, the last thing we want right now is for a community that is fragmented, that is fighting each other. It's embarrassing. For me, it's embarrassing. It really is. And I'm a grown man. I'm an older member of the Wuthering Waves community. So this thing is really just not something that I truly enjoy. So try to enlighten me. Like, let's talk about this in a respectful manner. We don't have to attack each other simply because we don't agree with each other, right? We can be respectful, like in college, right? It's we can do that. We are a civil society here. So let's be civil. Try to enlighten me if you don't agree. If you agree, you post your comment, and then let's have a chat. If you don't attack, enlighten. That's what I'm trying to say. Until next time, maraming salamat po. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye!